What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're talking about this new huge secret found in Doors Hotel Plus update. We've got a new entity, and it's been hiding under our nose the whole time. We're going to talk about that and more, but first, make sure you guys tip that subscribe button and like this video, and let's get into it. The Doors Hotel Plus update has been out for just over a week, and Roblox players could not be more excited. There's been a ton of new additions, including new items, new entities, and a ton of new hidden secrets. But the fun's not over yet. A lot of the content that was supposed to drop in the Hotel Plus Doors update has actually been postponed to another update coming this February. Over 2 months ago, the Lightning Splash official YouTube channel, and we found a secret hidden inside a teaser posted all the way back in December. And yes, we've all seen it a million times, literally. The first teaser starts with the player walking down a hallway, opening up a door and pausing to stare at what seems to be the candle. Then, just as the player's about to scrummage through the drawers, a light bulb explodes above him. Then the player collects a little bit of gold and then opens up another door, revealing 2 more doors, which we now know is the entity Dupe. But that's not the only entity they were teasing. We'll get back to that in a second, but first, let's look at this sneak peek number 2, posted on December 3rd. Now, this teaser was slightly different than the other one, considering this was not gameplay. Instead, they're focusing on this room and the grandfather clock as it's about to strike midnight. Did you see it? Considering nobody's talking about it, but there was actually another entity hiding in that second teaser. Let's rewind and take a closer look at it. Now let's look at that grandfather clock a lot slower this time. Right when the second hand hits midnight, we could actually see an entity. I'll show you. As the camera zooms in on the grandfather clock about to hit midnight, right before the screen turns black, you can see the entity show itself. And nobody saw this, and that's for good reason, as it was only on the screen for literally 1 frame. Now when we go back and take a look at the first teaser, that pause at the beginning of the room now takes on a whole new meaning. Now let's take a closer look at this new entity. In fact, he already has a name. Everybody meet Dread. Dread is a horrific looking entity with multiple mouths and what appears to be multiple eyeballs. After doing a little bit of digging, we found that this image was uploaded all the way back in September under the name Betsy Brant by the account named Awesome Tony 987. There's no information out there about this Awesome Tony 987 other than he joined back in May of 2020. He was online a day ago, and he's friends with Redibles. If you're not familiar with Redibles, he works for Lightning Splash and is one of the developers of Doors, which means Awesome Tony 987 could possibly just be an alt account for the development team of Doors, meaning they can upload images and other models there without catching the attention of exploiters out there looking to pull information from the original Lightning Splash accounts. Now, what can we expect from our new entity? One thing we know, it has something to do with the clock. Could he be an entity that appears in the middle of the room when the clock strikes midnight? And why weren't we introduced to this entity with the release of the Hotel Plus update? Could it be that they needed more content for the next update coming in February? My guess is yes. So as you may know, this isn't the Doors 2 update, it's just an extension of the original Doors 1, meaning we're gonna get another big giant update in the form of Doors 2 in the unannounced future. Doors 2 will most likely be the second floor of the hotel, meaning that the development team is going to have to come up with a whole 100 new doors. So, instead of making us wait who knows how long, maybe even a year or 2, they decided to break down other smaller updates and give it to us in the form of Doors 1 Plus updates. And my guess is this won't be the only entity we see. We also have some new items that we did not receive in this update, like the garden shears, which is perfectly acceptable considering we received so much new stuff in the Hotel Plus update. And there's still so many unanswered questions about these new entities, like our shy storekeeper, Jeff. Not much is known about Jeff besides the fact that he offers us different items to buy and he's begging for extra tips, which is pretty cool because when you fill up his tip jar, you can unlock a Jeff booth in Please Donate. Then there's our other new entity, El Goblino. El Goblino is a short little stubby goblin who hangs out inside of Jeff's shop, and it appears that he's been there for quite some time. El Goblino is also responsible for a lot of the noises we hear throughout the hotel. He opens and closes drawers looking for change to buy food from Jeff. Not to mention, he also likes to knock on the walls to mess with players. Then there's El Goblino's best friend, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob.
Not much happens if you hold the E button down on Bob, though there are a lot of Bob jump scares around the internet if you're looking for some entertainment. Dupe is a mischievous little entity who likes to hide behind doors and get you when you least expect it. Dupe makes you pay attention to which door you're opening, because if you open the wrong one, there goes 75% of your health. 83. Then there's another entity called the Void. The Void pretty much replaces Glitch and brings you to the front of the map when you're falling behind inside a multiplayer. But unlike Glitch, he won't give you any damage. Then there's 3 new entities inside the rooms portion of the Hotel Plus update, A60, A90, and A120. There you'll also encounter a new entity called the Lost Light. Now, Lost Light isn't Lost Light. This entity acts similar to Guiding Light, however, it's not quite as useful as Guiding Light as it doesn't show you anything, it more so tells you what just killed you. Then there's Snare. Snare seems to be a part of a bigger root system that takes over the last 10 doors of the new Hotel Plus Doors update. Snare will sting you when you least expect it, so be careful. So with the release of so many new entities, it's easy to see why they held back on releasing Dread with the Hotel Plus update. This definitely does give us a lot more to look forward to with this new release due in February. What will Dread be like? What will he do to us? Will they be friendly? We still don't know. But one thing's for sure, we will be looking forward to seeing Dread in the new update coming sometime this February. This is where I ask you guys what you think about Dread. Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to pin the best one. Now, I'd like you guys to like this video and subscribe if you have not already.